rightly so at times. He's made mistakes, and you get criticised for that. But today, and I think the way that they set up helped him. 3 at the back, 3 centre-backs. They packed out the middle of the pitch. We'll look at that later on the touch screen here. But they played with a defensive security. There was a stability about the way they played. They're composed defensively. And what they had, which was brilliant tactically from Arteta, is that they had a sharp edge on the counter-attack. When they went forward, minimal times, yes, over the course of the game, because they were pushed back, but when they went forward, they looked like a team very dangerous and capable of scoring, and they got 2 very good goals.
Absolutely. I think we need to find a way to get Robin over to the UK so we can get him to Wembley for the final, because Arsenal are in the final, a record 21 FA Cup finals for Arsenal, and you can see the game live here on BT Sport from the 1st of August. We get going from 4 o'clock, available on BT Sport 1 and also on BT Sport Ultimate. And Manchester City have got to recover and recover quick from that one. They've got a bit of a break, though. Manchester City against Real Madrid as the Champions League gets going again. 7th of August, that's a Friday evening from 7 p.m. over on BT Sport 2. The football just keeps on coming, doesn't it? This never-ending season will end for Arsenal with a place in the FA Cup final. No wonder their fans are delighted. No wonder he's delighted. 2 goals for them, a clean sheet as well. They're back at Wembley for the final. All the analysis next.
David, another spectacular Arsenal result. It was full of guts and grit tonight, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a great result against one of the best teams in the world. We just did that because we was humble. We understood the way you have to play. We take it as an opportunity to score, and we have to be mature to understand which level we are in the process. We are in the process, in a good process. We have an amazing coach. He wants to bring us the best football for this club, but it's not 0 to 100. We have to understand that day by day. We are improving. The spirit was great, and I'm happy for the team because this team deserved that.
You had to soak up a lot of pressure at the back. Pierre-Emerick got the goals, but there was a lot of good defending going on back there.
Yes, I think all the team defended. It's not just the last line or the goalkeeper. I think the team understood now the modern football. Everybody has to defend, everybody has to fight, everybody has to have the spirit, everybody has to play every ball 100%. So I'm happy with this.
And that first goal was a team goal. 10 players involved in it, 18 passes. That's the kind of football you want.
That's why I say it's part of the process. We could do more this in the game, so it would be maybe easier to keep more the ball and don't run a lot like you did. But the other team is, like I said, he is miles away in front of us. But we was humble, so when you play, also we can hurt the opponent, and we did it.
And what a different story to the Premier League game against Manchester City just after the restart, where there was a lot of criticism of Arsenal's spirit, a lot of criticism of the defending. You've turned it round tonight.
A lot of criticism on me, no? You can say that.
And you as well, yes, absolutely.
I think it's part of the football. I understood during my career, football is about survive. So every day you're gonna defend your team, and the other people, they're gonna support the different teams. So it's about survive. So was what I did. I think I was working hard every single day. After my mistakes, I took the blame. I was mature enough to understand that, and I was also humble to work more and to work more for the team.
And now you're going to the final.
Yes. We have a final to play this season. We're gonna try to win a title for this club, because this club, I always say, deserves to shine again.
Well said, thank you.
My pleasure.
Redemption. Aubameyang will get the headlines. Aubameyang got the goals. We cannot skirt over the Arsenal defensive performance today, because if there's one thing that you and your fellow pundits have really criticised heavily and quite rightly at times over the last few years, it's Arsenal defensively. They were solid today. Yeah,
that's the area where they've always let themselves down. That's been their Achilles heel for many a year. But today, against a fantastic Manchester City team, they performed perfectly. I think he was a standout performer. Every cross that came into the box, he was the man on the end of it most of the time, heading, putting his body on the line. And we all know on the ball he's a fantastic passer when he gets the opportunity. He sets up Aubameyang for that great chance, but defensively today he didn't put a foot wrong. And I must stress, when he plays in a 3 at the back, he done it under Conte as well at Chelsea, he looks a much better player. With that, you get extra security of numbers in terms of having 2 other defenders immediately alongside you as a centre-back. and it decreases the amount of space between you, so you have to cover as much ground as one player. So it is easier for him, but you can't take anything away from him. He was fantastic today.
And you only win a game with a clean sheet if you score goals, and they did that today. That's now 66 in 106. Those are some decent numbers, Robin. You'd be proud of numbers like that, right?
Yeah.
Just about.
I don't think I reached that at Arsenal. It took me a bit longer.
He is great, though, and he was especially good today. The goal that he scored in the second half to make it 2-0, after the miss in the first half, it was a clinical finish.
Yeah, it was a great pass from Tini. Let me see, here. So here's the build-up. So that's nice, he's coming back. And then the run. He spots, he sees where the danger is. And then he has the pace. But as well the control. Here, extra touch there, just to find the space through the legs. Yeah, fantastic goal.
It's a great goal. The composure was fantastic. Played on there by Mendy. But the young centre-half Garcia's got to see that. You've got to know who you're playing against. There's pace, who are willing to run in behind. You've got to try and cover that area. But once he's in there, I think Martin said it in commentary, he reminds you a little bit of Thierry when he's bearing down on goal like that. He just opens himself up and in the end places it through the keeper's legs. A fantastic finish. I mean, Mikel Arteta has to take huge credit. The way he set them up today, you can't come through the middle, go wide, and we will hurt you on the counter.
Go on, Robin.
Rio, what I like as well is that just before he actually takes his shot, he has a quick look. 9 out of 10 strikers don't really do that. So he still, even when he's under pressure, the defender is coming in, he still has that look to see if someone else, his colleague, is more open to score the goal.
Do you think he's looking like that? Do you think he's looking like that to put the goalkeeper off, even as well?
Ooh, well, could be. Interesting. But in my opinion, he's looking there to see if Lacazette is free, if he's open to pass the ball to. And then in like a split second, he decides to take the shot because he's in a better place to take the shot. But most strikers don't really find the time to have that look.
And it's so important, Robin, isn't it? We spoke a lot in the build-up about the young Arsenal players and the future for Arsenal. It's about making sure you've got this kind of talent and this kind of experience to go along with the youth. That's where you find true success.
Yeah, but as well, you could see as well that today they were connected, from the strikers till the keeper. They were all doing a job every single moment of the game. And we talked about that a couple of weeks ago when they weren't connected. Today, they played like a champion. And, yeah, like you said as well, they beat Liverpool, they beat City now. You know, if they can stay this, if they can keep on playing this way, game after game, then they can really, really compete for the title again.
He had the early miss, didn't he, Aubameyang? And at the time, we've got an excellent stats guy called Joel, and you said, Joel, what's his record like against the Big Six? And it wasn't as good as it was against the sides towards the bottom, perhaps understandably, because you're playing against better players. But he's certainly put these kinds of numbers to bed a little bit today, hasn't he?
Yeah, definitely. And I think a lot of the time we look at the stats, and even as when I was playing, you've done the same thing. Does he score against the bigger teams? What's he like? Is it a mental thing? And I think today he would have dispelled any rumours or any people's thinking, oh, he doesn't do it against the big teams. Today was a big game at Wembley, FA Cup semi-final. Aubameyang came up with the goods. And
the two goals were so different, Robin, weren't they?
Yes. Yeah, but very classy, especially this one. 18 passes, everyone involved. This is a dream as a coach. As a coach, this is what you want. Everyone is confident on the ball. This touch I like. This pass is with confidence, you know? And then everyone is alive. Everyone is ready to attack, you know? And yeah, a beautiful pass from Pepe. And this finish is unreal. It's out of this world. It's such a difficult ball to take it the way he did it. It's, wow, it's amazing.
It was a great ball. I mean, sometimes you look at a cross like that and there isn't much you can do as a defender. You can pick your holes in goals and say about defenders, he could have done this. That ball from Pepe just absolutely took defenders out of the game, and then it's down to the man to finish, and he done it with aplomb.
And interesting that straight away the conversation on social media has turned to give Mikel Arteta some money to spend. It just so happens that in the week when he talks about having no money, he goes and manages to beat both Liverpool and Manchester City, and maybe now is the time that the Arsenal board have to find the money to support their manager. After the break, we'll hear from both Mikel Arteta and Pep Guardiola. One has made it through to the FA Cup final. For the other, the focus now is solely on the Champions League. Stay where you are, more to come in just a second.